Welcome to the Shameless Plug with Crimson Vibes and Denise's Creative Mind.
We spotlight the real, no shame in the game. Two queens with the mic calling out your name. From side hustle dreams to headline steam, we raise your voice, we build your team. We don't whisper, we amplify. Your story's power can't touch the sky. This ain't luck, it's divine design. You show up and we align. This is the Shameless Plug, we show you love. Co-sign, you shine like stars above. Dinner trending, the dream tag team. Plugged in, turned up, shameless and supreme. Let them watch you break the mold. Your biz, your brand, your story told. You're next, you're bold, the space is yours. We open paths, unlock new doors. No filters needed, just your flame. We hype your purpose, speak your name.
Plug.
Woo! Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of the Shameless Plug podcast. I am one of your hosts, Deneen A. Connor, and we also have...
I am the other host. I am Denitra Taylor. What's going on, everyone? I always say that like they're going to answer me back. I know,
right?
Force of habit.
I know, right? So what's going on, girl? How are you? How are things? This is episode, what you said is episode number what?
15.5. This is episode
15.5. I'm not even going to ask. Okay, listen.
Episode 15.5, because we're either on episode 15 or 16. So 15.5. There you go. Right in the middle.
We in the middle, right? Okay, I
like that. Yes, we're in the middle. We closer to 20.
We
How about that?
Something big for 20. We definitely gonna know when we get to 20, though. We're gonna know that. Yeah.
We are. Yeah, we're gonna go back and count. Make sure we count everything. Count all the episodes, right? And then we're gonna be like, this is actually 20.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. But life is good. Just busy creating, writing, and I found a new passion and love. I don't know why, actually I do know why. So I started creating these neckties for women. They're kind of blinged out, just really. I like funky stuff. I like long denim skirts with a blazer. I'm just different, and so I've seen these wonderful women who are well over 40 dressed in these men-inspired suits, and they have one of these beautiful ties. Mm-hmm. And come to find out, I was like, oh, I'm going to buy me some. But YouTube University, I found some tutorials, and I was like, I could do these myself. So I wore my very first one last week, Sunday. Got rave reviews on it, and so nice. It matched my blazer perfectly. So I'm just in a different mode right now. My style of dressing is changing, and I'm cool with it. It's just me. So, and making some ties. So I actually made one for my friend, and she loved it. So, I have 2 other people asking me to make one for them and for me to let them know how much it's going to cost. So I don't know. This might be just a little something on the side to actually, make a little pocket change or something. So we'll see.
Okay.
We shall see. Well, what's going on with you?
Listen, it's so much going on with me. First of all, when I'm getting my popcorn, okay?
Yes. I'm so glad you said that. So everybody who donated, who gave to the popcorn fundraisers, not donation because you get popcorn, To everybody who gave, thank you who purchased popcorn. Thank you so much. We didn't hit our goal, but every cent goes towards filming. So I appreciate you guys. And you know what? That's a good question. I'm gonna find out and I'm gonna let you know because
I could go on the site and see. I could go on the site and see.
yeah, because it don't take that long for popcorn to come. What
You know,
flavors did you order?
you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. They have changed through the years because when I first heard about them, they had this Oreo one. Oh my God, it was
Ooh,
caramel. It
yeah.
was. They don't have all of those flavors that they have anymore. So I just stick with the cheesy caramel something whatever,
Ooh,
cheesy caramel one, and then I get the it's a spicy one. I always get those
okay.
two and I take it and mix them together. That's what I do. I like that trick and I mix them together. Yeah, so
That
that's
sounds good. So a little bit sweet, a little bit spicy all at one time in the popcorn.
exactly okay. So I got 4 bags, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Okay.
That sounds
But no,
good.
that's not
Thank
sure.
you so
It's probably 2 bags to my brother. I ain't gonna eat them all. Give some to my brother.
much.
But
Okay.
that,
Okay.
I just been busy. You know, Saturday I had my event in Long Island.
How did
Power and
it go?
Pink. Is it Pink and Power? Power and Pink, I think. And
Uh-huh.
it was amazing. I was a vendor there, and I was really, really surprised because a lot of people were buying the my coloring books that I did and the author books. You know, like
That's
they
awesome.
sold at least about what 2 series of the
Mhm.
um, Tell Him, and I think 2 series of the wedding. So they were just like really buying. And then I finally did some adult composition notebooks. They
Okay.
were buying those too. So I was like, all right, so I have to make some more of those, the
Yeah.
adult composition notebooks. And other than that, you know, just been busy with my school that I have, you know, doing my hour challenges and showing people how to do Canva and you know, work how to make their designs pop a little bit more, you know. So that's really just been keeping me busy. Like I'm like, this is kind of like really a full-time job. So
It
I
is.
retired
Okay, so
with
we
full time.
gotta talk. We gotta talk about your live that you did with the sexy Grinch.
Sitting on sitting on the mantle,
Sitting on the mantle. The sexy Grinch girl lady sitting on the mantle
legs crossed, her
with her
legs.
legs crossed. And she the
Mhm.
brightest thing in the room because everything else is white with little red ornaments on the tree. So she the brightest thing in the room. Oh,
Yeah.
and then a little puppy. That was cute.
Yeah, I might make
That
that a
was so
Christmas
cute.
card. You know, one thing
Yeah.
about it, if you get a chance, please. My name is the same, Denise Creative Mind on TikTok. You got to catch my lives because I don't know what I'm going to create. It's either going to be a composition notebook, it can be a canvas, it can be oh my god, coloring books. I just whatever comes to mind is what I create. So that's
Yeah.
you gotta join my live. We usually have fun on my live. We usually have fun. So
Yes, we have a lot of fun. A lot
and
of fun.
speaking of fun,
Fun,
wow.
fun.
We got a good lineup tonight.
We do. We do. Tonight is author's night. Tonight is reading is fundamental night. And
Yes,
tonight is pick up a book, find a new author and read it. Yeah, I'm excited about tonight. I am so excited. And this
yes.
is your wheelhouse now. This is your wheelhouse. You are the author.
I know, but you know what? I haven't written my last book that I wrote was in 2000 and what 12, 13, 14, 15, something like that. Like I haven't written a book in 10 years. And I think I want to write another book though.
I think you should.
I
I
think
agree with
I'm gonna
you.
work on that. It's gonna be
Yeah.
probably for the new year. I'm gonna start working on that. But
Hey.
right now, we have our first guest, and her name is Kristen Davis, and she is from Charleston, South Carolina. She is
Yeah.
a published writer and she is an actress. She is also a bartender and a bartender instructor. Oh, I forgot to ask. I got another question. All right, she graduated in high school or at 16. Oh, okay, she's somebody else.
Mhm.
And
Okay. Now.
showing her smartness and went to Charleston Southern and was on the fast track ever and has really been on the fast track ever since. So, would y'all please welcome to the stage Kristen Davis.
I'm
Hey,
the sound.
hey, Kristen, how are you?
Mhm.
What? No, what's that softness we got going on? Hey.
I'm not able to hear.
You can't hear?
Oh,
You can't hear at all? Uh-oh. Can you hear us now?
is your
Can you hear
sound
me?
up?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Okay. So why don't you leave and come back, and then we'll bring somebody else up, okay?
Yeah, and we'll come back.
And we'll come back to you. All right. So
Oh,
we have the technical difficulties. That's why we need an engineer, but we ain't
Tom
even,
left us.
we ain't even gonna go there. All right. So we're gonna go to our next guest, which is Idris Ice Pearson, who is a visionary creator from Columbia, South Carolina, and CEO of Children of God Entertainment, a multi-talented author, writer, director, actor, and former hip-hop artist. His projects have earned awards and film festival recognition. His notable works include Forgiveness, You Don't Know Jack, is it Tres Chicas? And yeah, Trust Chicas, and Why Am I Still Single? That's a question. Anyway, now a writer and director of Film Barrow Studios, Idris is passionate about helping others bring their vision to life. He lives by the motto, in order to lead, you must follow. Yes, I love it. Welcome to the stage, Idris. How are you? Yay!
We're gonna get a sound machine one day. We're gonna get a sound machine. We still new at this. We're gonna get a sound machine though. It's coming.
We low budget.
We low budget right now. We not balling yet. We ain't balling yet though.
Right. So Idris, how are you? Oh, we can't hear him.
Oh
What is going on? Everybody was working fine backstage, and now we get up here and we can't hear you. What happened? I
no.
can't
Oh,
hear you.
we can't hear you. No, we're not having technical difficulties tonight.
We are.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. How y'all ladies
Phew. I was getting scared.
I know, right? I was like, oh, this is gonna be a real short show.
doing?
How
I don't know
are
what happened.
you?
It just didn't default. I'm doing good. How you all?
I am fine. I am fine. Welcome to the Shameless Plug podcast. We appreciate you taking out your time to come and chit chat with us.
Thank you guys for having me. It's a pleasure to be a part of the show.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
well, I'm gonna start off with the question. I'm gonna go first. So this way you can mark it off your list first.
Okay, what's the question?
okay. Go ahead.
So you have worn many creative hats: author, rapper, filmmaker. How has your journey through these different art forms shaped your approach to storytelling today?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. Oh, that's a good one. So as far as storytelling wise, because being an artist, as far as music wise, my biggest thing was to tell a story. And
Yeah.
so when I transitioned from music to film, I just seen it as a song, but I was able to elaborate a little bit more, give the song a little bit more character, have people be actually talking between it instead of putting it all in a 3-minute time frame or 4-minute time frame, we put it into like a half hour, hour long, depending on whatever the movie is. So that's how my storytelling came about. And as far as the author wise, it's just the book is about me. So it's easy for me to tell my story to anybody else because it's me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you asked that question because this was going to be I guess towards the end question, but I guess it can follow right now. So, as she said, you have many hats: the author, writer, director, and the hip hop artist. If you had to be remembered by one of these things, which one would you choose?
Ooh.
This is what we do here. This is what we do.
Um,
and why?
Gotta
okay,
add the
so
NY.
man, that's good. Now you got me thinking. Now that's really good. Which one would I choose? I'm okay. So, devil's advocate. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say all of the above, and the reason why I say all of the above is in each of those categories. Every season that I was in those categories was a different version of me, and so for people to see every part of me from like I rapped for like 20 years, so like that was a part of me where things that I've been through, been having a good time, just follow just that young version of me. So
Yeah.
people get to see the growth in from where I was as a rapper to a filmmaker to an author. Um, and I think that's the biggest thing. So I wouldn't change anything about what I did. I would want everyone to see who I am as a person, how I've grown as a person, so they can see every side and still listen to the music, still watch the films, read the books, from all parts of the globe. That's what I'm looking for. So
Okay, now can we still hear your hip hopness?
you can, um, like I have a single called Pigpen that's still floating out there. I have a single called Work that's still floating out there. Um,
Okay,
so it's still some music out there that you can listen to.
okay,
Okay.
okay. All
Yeah. So where can we find your music?
Um, of course, you can find it on YouTube. Of course, you can find it actually anywhere.
Okay.
Um, because I distribute it through CD Baby, so it's pretty much in all platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, all the major platforms. So it's there. So if you want to listen to it, go ahead and listen to it. Get them. I'll take them streams, get those little pennies coming in. I ain't worried about it. I ain't missing out. I ain't mad at none of it.
Now, is it
That's
under
right.
your, do you have a hip hop name or?
Yeah, it's ice.
Okay,
It's,
okay,
yeah, so it's that.
okay,
One thing about us is we believe in supporting for everybody who comes on the show. So we will be listening. I'm a hip hop lover, but my hip hop is probably like, from the 90s. I don't care. I'm telling my age. I like, from the 90s and early 2000s. I was younger in those times. So yeah, I like rap. I like it.
You got me
So
telling
yes,
your
be
age.
listening.
That's where music was. That's when the '90s, early 2000s was when great music was made.
exactly,
Um,
I
so
exactly.
I'm sorry to anybody else. '90s R&B is the best. Uh,
I
late
agree.
late
I agree.
late '90s, early 2000,
Oh
2000.
my God, I can't believe you said that. I had this conversation with a coworker today. I was like, if somebody was going through something, a breakup or whatever, you don't
yes.
have those songs like back in the day that you could really listen to.
Right.
Like you can't, you don't have those R&B songs like back in the day. Some of
You
the
don't.
music is, and like I was saying, like when I do my little TikTok videos or like if I want to post something, it would suggest song. Like every song has something vulgar in the song. Like I just want a plain song, a hip hop song that's not talking about a woman's body parts or bending over, whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
And it's like you can't find any clean hip hop songs to like add music to. I mean, add like to your videos or your pictures or anything like that. So yeah,
Yeah.
I back in the day was much better.
I'll give you an artist to check out. Check out Jackie Hill Perry. I'm not sure if you ever heard of her, but
No,
Thank
I'm
you.
sure I haven't.
check
Jack.
her out.
Okay.
Yeah, she just released
Okay.
an album a few weeks ago called Blameless. I
Blameless.
recommend it. Yes.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. I'm all for the recommendations.
Yes, I
All
got
right.
it. All right.
Got
So
it.
next question.
Mhm.
What actor or actress would you love to direct in a film? If you had the opportunity to direct the film, money doesn't, big budget, whatever, who would you want to be?
Hmm. I know the answer probably a lot of people will say would be Denzel, right? Because Denzel has done great things. But for me, it'll be Samuel L. Jackson.
Mm.
I know he recently
Yes.
got a Oscar. I think it was last year or the
Hmm.
year where Will and Chris got into it. That's the year he won the Oscar, but he should have had Oscar like years ago. Like he
That
should
was the
be.
first one?
That was his first one, I
Oh,
think.
you're right. Yeah, he should have had some for years
He
ago.
should have had. He should have had one for Time to Kill. He should have had one for so
Yes,
many projects. But A
hundred.
Time to Kill is he should have gotten an Oscar for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love
that
that one.
was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah, I
Mhm.
agree. I think him and Angela Bassett, it took them too long for
Mhm.
them to give them, the awards that they deserve. So yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
agree with you on that one.
Even
All
Angela's husband, Courtney B. Vance. Courtney B. Vance is a very great is a great actor.
He
And
is.
yes, yes,
people don't give him the props that they should.
That's
yeah,
true. That's
yeah,
true. Agree. I agree.
I
Um,
agree.
so my next question is this is a fill in the blank.
Okay.
Before I became a writer, I wish I had known blank.
Mm,
Okay. So as far as music, I wish I had known how to market better.
Okay.
As far as film, when I first started, I wish I'd known how to format it. Now I do now, but before then it wasn't.
Mhm.
As far as author wise, um, I wish I would have known how to really connect with the people. I think better than I did. I think
Mhm.
that would have been a major thing for me.
Okay.
okay. All right. So, as a writer and director,
Mhm.
now helping others bring their visions to life, how do you balance honoring someone else's creative voice while still leaving your own artistic fingerprint on the project?
So I was just actually talking to an actress about this last week. The
Mhm.
major thing, as far as a director, writing wise, for me is I even so it's the hats that you wear, right?
Yeah.
Um, as a writer, I go in as a writer. I do what I do. I put it out there. But when I take that writer hat off and put that director's hat on, it's certain things I look at and be like, why I did this, or why, why is this way? So, but bringing someone else's writing to life, I have to understand what they're looking for, what they want, what their vision
Mhm.
looks like, and so we get an understanding. And once I get their understanding, I put my twist on what their understanding is, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's not just me saying we need to do it this way or we need to do it that way. It's me collaborating with them to get an understanding of, okay, this is what we need to do. What's your suggestion? Here's my suggestion. Let's
Right.
compromise to meet in the middle. And once we meet in the middle, let's bring it to life. And I think that's one thing that people miss out on when it comes to film, especially independent filmmaking.
Yeah.
That trust and that comfort, bringing that trust and comfort. That's one thing I try my best to bring is trust and comfort. Because if you comfortable with me, you allow me to do things that I need to do. But if you
Right.
Mhm.
trust me and you're comfortable with me, we can go a whole lot farther because I'm open to suggestions. They're open to suggestions, and we can make the project a collaborative thing and make it bigger than what anyone else thought it would be.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. Love that. Love that. Love that. All righty. So let's get back into you as the rapper and artist. Lighthearted, real easy scenario.
Mhm.
You're at a party and it's a little dead,
Okay.
and they are looking to you to bring the party to life. What
Mhm.
is the first 5 songs on your playlist that you are going to play at that party to bring it to life?
Mm.
All right.
It could
Of
be from
course.
any, it could be from, if you want to do 9, it could be from whatever your top 5.
Well, right now, I gotta say the song because it's one of the biggest songs that's won Grammys for everything. Not Like Us is gonna be one on that playlist. Kendrick
Oh,
Lamar, Not Like Us. That's gonna be play. That's gonna play because everybody
oh,
knows the song. Everybody's gonna run with it.
okay. Yep.
Um, Rough Riders Anthem by DMX.
Yes. That is
Um,
definitely a party song. Yep.
um, let's see. What's this? Big Papa by Biggie.
Yep. Okay. I love it. I'm from Brooklyn, so I'm all for the biggie. Yes.
Um, let's see. That's 3, right?
Hmm.
Mhm.
Oh, let's see. Oh, that's I gotta get Gin and Juice by Snoop,
Okay. Good one.
and my final one. See, I'm from the South.
Okay.
You gotta have Outkast in there at all times. So any song by Outkast, most likely "So Fresh, So Clean" by Outkast.
Okay, I'm so glad you said one I named because I'm so proud of myself. I know all of those songs. Okay, I'm not really like a hip hop person. I'm like an old school, but I'm like Outkast. Like, what did they make? Like, I couldn't name. I'm not like that. But when so fresh and so clean, yeah. Okay, I feel so proud. I know all of those songs.
I'm glad you know those. You got those, so
I'm
those are
telling you.
classics.
Because I be in the house, like the last time I went out and people be dropping them, I'm like, oh, I'm like, okay, what the hell is this? Like, I don't know this song. I don't know this song. I don't know this song. I don't know these songs, So
Yeah.
thank you. Whew.
Right.
I'm a young card back now.
That was good.
I hate
That was definitely good. I love it. Where
yeah.
can people find your books?
My book is on Amazon, of course. Just search Idris Pearson, or the name of the book is "Breaking the Silence: My Journey Through through Pain, Faith, and Healing."
Okay.
Um, so it's on Amazon. Just search that up, and you can bring it up.
Okay.
And it's my first book. So very, very proud of myself for releasing it.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
that
what
Proud
I
is
to
told
a
be able
you
to do
all
it.
huge
these days.
accomplishment.
Yeah, so it took me a while to actually get it done. I started it maybe like 3 years ago, because
Hmm.
I was actually going to build a podcast, just kind of talking about everything that's in the book. But
Yeah.
I didn't go through on that. And then like the beginning of this year, it was time for me to kind of finish it and release it. And I released it. I started at the beginning of the year, and I released it in May of this year.
Okay,
That's
cool.
cool.
Hmm.
Cool beans. Cool beans. You got another question?
What advice would you give a new writer?
That's a good one. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Advice I would give a new writer: don't let them. Let me sound professional. Don't let anyone tell you that you cannot do it.
Mm,
Um, that's one of the things I think that holds a lot of us back. I know it was one thing that held me back, kind of just not doing, or just afraid that people won't listen to or read or watch. Though that's something I deal with on a daily basis, trying to
mm,
see if people will if is it really worth for me to release, so that people can actually read it. And once I got past that, that's the biggest thing. And so it'll be just, don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it, but also getting out of your own way. Because a lot of times we get in our own way and we can't focus on getting things done because we're so worried about what people will think, or
that is so true.
is it really worth it, or things like that.
Yes.
Exactly. That's perfect. That is perfect.
So where can the people find you?
All right. So everything is pretty much Idris Ice Pearson on TikTok. I do Motivational Monday, so they can check that out on TikTok and Instagram. So on Instagram, it's Idris _Ice _Pearson. On TikTok, it's Idris Ice Pearson. On Facebook, it's Idris Ice Pearson. So all platforms, you just usually it's either it's me or Idris Elba. So it's gonna be one of the first two. Um, so hopefully you choose me over him. You know what I mean? I'm not as famous, but I'm getting there. You know what I'm saying? So
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
when you get there, I hope you won't forget about us and come back
of
and talk
course,
to us.
That
We
absolutely,
appreciate it. Thank you
we
so
do.
much, Idris, for spending some time with us. You can hang out backstage for a little bit if you want to.
no
All right.
problem. Thank you.
Thank
Thank,
you.
You're
thanks,
welcome. You
Idris.
ladies have a good night.
You too. Thank you so much.
Oh, oops. Oh man. I know you got
Wow.
on them hats, man. It ain't easy. It is not easy. All right, so we're gonna try Kristen again. Hopefully, Kristen can hear us. Kristen, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yay. All righty. There you go. There you go.
Yay! Okay, well, you probably couldn't hear your intro, but I know they heard your intro. So, what's up, girl? How you doing?
I'm fine, love. How are you?
I am well. Thank you for hanging out with us. I'm hoping that you're gonna have a good time. We're gonna give you some good
I
questions.
already know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Just
yes,
girl
yes.
talk. Just chatting. That's it. Just girl talk. That's it. That's what we
Right.
do.
So we're gonna start it off nice and slow. So, what inspired you to start writing?
Uh-oh.
We both said it at the same time. Uh-oh.
Oh no, did we lose her? Oh wait,
Okay.
there you go.
So, what
Okay.
inspired you to start writing?
Life.
I know that's right.
uh,
Listen, life will give you good opportunities to pick up pen paper or type it out. So yes,
Great material. Okay.
I've been
yes.
known to be a firecracker, and writing was one of the things that I kind of hated because I always felt like I had a loud enough voice. So why not use it? But it was something different when I was introduced to a pen and paper,
Okay.
Mm.
for sure.
What was the first thing you wrote? Uh-oh.
A love song to somebody
Okay.
who I thought I loved.
Oh, we know. Listen, we know how that go. Okay. We know how that go.
Listen,
That's
the
that's
the the love song is track number one. The I can't stand you and I don't want to be with you. It's track number two. It's okay.
wait.
Okay, a
And
whole
number
heartbreak
three is I'm
album.
glad I ain't stayed with you.
Okay.
Exactly. And number
Now,
four is I hope
how I
she
bought
knows what
stuff
she
without
getting
you.
herself into.
and
Hmm.
wait, and the final track, no, you ain't coming back.
That part right
Clock
there.
it.
Right? So we don't wrote you a whole album right there.
Okay,
Whole
already.
album.
Oh,
Listen.
that's funny. That's funny.
See, look at
Okay,
it. Y'all already writers.
right, right. All right,
That's it.
you go, you go.
All righty. So my question for you is how do you balance authenticity in story writing while navigating the expectations of the publishing industry or your readers?
I write for
How do you
myself. Like when I go into writing, going even
uh-huh.
back to your first question, how did I get into writing? Life. So when I write, I don't think about those people. I don't think about who went through this. I don't think about what this one is going to think. So when I write, it means something. When I write, somebody's going to relate. Like I know my talent and I know my anointing. Like I know it when it comes. I know what comes with picking up that pen and paper.
Did I detect an accent?
Yes, I'm from Charleston, South Carolina.
No, that's not more like a Jamaican or something like somewhere.
Everybody says that
It's
when y'all want to take me on a
England.
cruise to Jamaica, I would love to go because I do not know how a real Jamaican sound. I have never been around one. I am so Gullah Geechee. I am from the South.
That's what it is. That's what it is. The Gullah dialect. Okay. Love it. Love it. I got people down that way, so I am all for that. You got a question, Denise? You want me to go?
No, I got one. I got a
I
few.
know, I know she got all the questions.
So you also is an actress. Tell us
Yes,
about that
ma'am.
because that's gonna lead to
Oh,
my question.
these many personalities.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
Acting is an outlet for me. When I started acting, it was more to test my hand of what I could do.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Um, More so when you think about jobs, you think about, can I be a cook? Can I be a cosmetologist? And in my head, I can do all those things to an extent.
Right, right.
So
Yep.
when you get into acting, yeah, I've been a doctor, I've been a lawyer, I've been a stand-in judge. Like, yeah.
You play many roles. Okay, I like it. So with
Yeah.
that, if you was cast in a romantic movie, who would you want to be your leading man?
Yeah, who?
Ooh.
We listening.
See, that's hard. I can't have a
Mm.
leading man and then somebody who want me. Mm.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's
hold
change it up.
on. Hold up.
Yes.
Change it
Listen.
up. You're in a love triangle.
Love
With
triangle.
two
Yes.
men.
Okay,
With
okay,
two
okay.
men.
So, my love triangle, first off, I ain't gonna lie, I would start with Chris Brown. Chris Brown is who I would want, you
Okay.
know,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
but who would want me?
Listen, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We want you, and you're gonna be
I
with
want
us.
I want Will Smith to want me.
Oh, Will Smith is a good actor, though. I love Will Smith.
Okay.
Yes. And then the third part of my triangle, like my secret crush that I didn't know, but I know that had want me for a long time.
Uh-huh.
Y'all already know who it is.
Who?
Little Denzel, little sugar daddy action, little
So she got like the young, the medium, and then the sugar daddy. Okay, I'm not mad at you. She got it from all angles. I'm not mad at you.
yay.
So I don't know, Kristen, since you're a writer, I think you might need to just go ahead on and write that story,
Okay.
just write it out. Just write it out.
I don't
You
care
know,
who write it, just cast me for the right parts.
you need to be the leading lady, and these need to be the leading men. Okay.
Yes.
So
I'm not.
now you want Chris Brown, but does he want you? Or is he
That's
playing
the
hard to
thing.
get?
I don't know. Because, Chris
Mm,
Brown kind of like in my age group, it's a little, I don't know. We ain't get there yet. We got to see.
okay.
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 Okay. We got it. We
It
got it.
sounds like a script in the making right there.
Right. 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 Okay. Go ahead,
All
Nietzsche.
right. So I have a question for you.
Mhm.
Outside of everything that you do, think about your downtime. What is your favorite self care ritual after finish either writing a big project or even after filming? What is your favorite self care routine ritual?
I need at least, I have kids, so it can't be a full day,
Yeah.
but I need at least 4 hours to myself. At least.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. There's nothing
If
wrong
I
with
can
that.
get 4 hours to myself, I don't care if I'm just sitting there on the floor, not saying nothing, lights off. Like, just give me a second to get back into Kristen.
Got
Okay. Okay.
okay.
That's how you recharge your battery. I totally
Yes.
understand that. Okay. Cool beans. Um, so how do you wait, did I ask this over? I did answer that one already. What message or impact do you hope your readers will take away from your work?
Don't give up on yourself. Don't think about nobody else. Don't think about anyone's opinion. Don't think
Mhm.
about, oh, is this creative? Don't think about, is this going to catch someone's attention? Write what you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're
Mm,
visioning, when you're imagining, it's not always for people to get right off. You have to express that. And sometimes in our creative state, we get that writer's block because I feel like sometimes we think too hard on the creativity. You're already you and you're already going to write what you're going to write. It's already predestined. You just have to tap into that and not think so hard about it.
Right.
mm,
That
mm.
that's
I
good.
love that. Love that. That's great advice. All right. What you got, Deneen? What you got? What you got?
Now, you know what I'm gonna ask? Before I became a writer, I wish I knew.
Mm, that's always a
People
good
have so
one.
much feelings. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Growing up in the era that I grew up in, everybody had the stereotype of they don't care or they're in their own lane, they're paving their own way. And it's
Mhm.
like that's true to an extent, but also it's like now that I've jumped in my own lane and I'm paving my own lane, now you kind of crossing over. Like,
Hmm.
Mm,
why do you have an opinion about this? Like, you didn't think that I was going to write it, or why can't it be from my perception? Like,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and sometimes it doesn't even have to be, oh, you particularly wrote about somebody. Somebody could just not agree with a situation. Like, why do you feel a way about that?
Yeah. And they feel
wow.
in their feelings.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
influence.
what advice would you give a new writer?
Keep your passion.
Mm,
Don't let someone tell you you can't. You're already doing it.
Yeah.
mm,
That's just like the same thing I just said. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Like, a lot of people don't see it for themselves, and that's okay because sometimes that's where the greatness also comes in at for a testimony. Because sometimes you do go through life and stuff bury you down. And sometimes it takes layers, or in my head, pages of writing to get through that. Don't lose your passion.
Right. If you're
Got,
passionate about it, stay with it. That's what's going to
gotcha.
drive you. Okay.
Yeah.
Love
So
it.
tell us about, we've talked about you being a writer and you being an actress. Let's talk about you being a bartender. How did
That
that
was
come
my next
about?
question. My next question was going to be, what's your favorite drink to make?
I like that. We'll go
My
with that one first, and then you can tell us how you got into bartending.
so my favorite drink to make is actually called a poison apple.
A poison.
And
Ooh,
Okay.
mhm, and that is crown apple, sour, Sprite, and cranberry juice.
Oh,
really?
Mm.
That sounds really interesting. I can kind of see, being at, like, let's say that drink and being at, let's say, like a high end bar where you have to actually put an apple with some kind of green stuff on it to make it look like it's
Yes, I love
poison
a
and kind
garnish.
of
I love
oh,
a
see,
pretty.
yeah, yeah, I can see something like that on top of that drink. So that actually sounds really interesting, though. Maybe next time I go out.
Yes, when I was in Texas and actually learned how to make it, they used
Yeah,
to slice the apple slice, you put it on a glass, and those little swords, they used
yeah.
to just stick it inside of it. Poison
and now what
apple.
is it called again?
A poison apple.
Oh, okay. See, I'm
That
writing it.
sounds pretty good. That really does. Okay, so now tell us, how did you get into becoming a bartender? Like,
Ooh, okay. So for me, fast tracking the story. I graduated high school at 16. It wasn't much jobs I could get besides serving jobs or jobs like McDonald's. But for
yeah,
me, I know I wanted to do entertainment. So I know I wanted to look a certain way. I wanted to have certain things. I wanted to keep up with certain things.
yeah,
So being a server at the time, it's like, oh, I kind of get to make my own schedule. I don't have to be at work for 8 to 10 hours and I get to get off early. It was just a whole lot of perks that I enjoyed. And where I started, it was like, and y'all don't care if I call off for 2 weeks. Heck no. It was stuff like that when it came to
yeah.
serving. And one of the servers that I met at my first restaurant, she was like, you so quick. Like you've never tried bartending. Like lose the apron. Be a bartender. Like you don't gotta work as hard. And more people tip better for alcohol.
Right.
So I'm like, I done been to clubs. I done been that person like, hey, hurry up. Like I don't know. Tried my hand with it.
Hmm.
Smile got him.
Yeah.
And it's the freedom of the schedule. Like I with my bartending license, I can go anywhere. Like I can be in Atlanta on a film set and say, hey, dang, I didn't think about going to the Four Seasons. Let me go bartend for a night at Boogaloo and make some money. Like
Okay.
Nice.
I like
I
that.
can take my job with me.
I
That,
like that.
that's awesome. That is awesome. So now tell us the name of your novels or what you have that's out there and where we can find your work.
Okay, so I only have Unseal Your Grit. I'm a
Okay.
featured writer. You can get that on Amazon. I
Mhm.
Okay.
am currently working on my own project.
Okay.
Be looking for, little hints and tidbits of things for as far as releases and little illustrations, at least by the spring of next year
Mhm.
Okay.
with that. So I'm excited. I'm working with a new team. This is the first time where it's like everybody's like, so what do you think?
Mhm. Mhm.
Like
Good.
what do you have for this? Or they want to see, okay, so I'm ready for the next chapter. I'm ready for this. So I'm in the process of doing that. And you can find Unseal Your Grit on Amazon.
Okay.
Okay. Unseal your grit. I like that. All right. So now we all gotta become Facebook friends. We gotta follow each other on
Yes.
Instagram. So where can the people find you on your social media platforms?
Let's be for real everywhere.
No, that's
Facebook. Facebook, I am Kalani Kayi Davis. Snapchat, Kalani Kayi Davis.
Oh my God. How you spell
I'm
that,
the
girl?
only one gonna pop. I trust me, I'm the only one popping up.
How not
K
spell
A
Kalani?
K A I Lani.
Okay. Kalani.
Kiye, Kiyiee Davis.
Okay.
We got you.
Because I usually
On
start following
ins
people after the show. Go ahead. Hmm.
yes, on Instagram and TikTok is Kiye the Great.
Kayi the Great.
And the is DA
Gotcha.
Slang.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And
Okay.
TikTok is I only make boys.
That that is clever. I I
I
like it.
only make boys. Okay.
I love it. Okay, yeah, we definitely gonna have
Yes.
to follow you so we can keep up with you. And once you're done with your book and you're ready to, to promote it, we would
I'm
love
coming
for you to
back.
come back on. Awesome. I'm about to say
I'm
yes, you're
coming.
gonna have to come back
I love
Yes,
it.
for sure.
so
I,
we can talk about it.
all
Yes,
right. All
ma'am.
right. Well, thank you so much, Kristen, for
Thank
sharing.
you.
We
Thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
me. I enjoyed it. Even
Oh,
backstage vibes were awesome.
yes,
Yes.
they are. Well, hang out backstage and, we'll talk afterwards. All right.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
All
All right. Bye.
right, Kristen, we'll see you soon.
Wow.
I love her vibe. I
I do.
really do. We have awesome
So
guests. We
people don't
always have awesome guests.
I love her accent. Okay. I just love
Yes, listen. I haven't been down to Charleston in a while or even within that area, but I love going and just being out and hearing people talk.
mm,
Because you get a little bit of it reminds me of home of Brooklyn. I was always around, I have friends who are from Trinidad, from Jamaica, from Guyana. And
mhm.
so I understand them. And so even being down in South Carolina, that Geechee, when it's really thick, I'm like, I love your accent. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Ah,
Okay.
nice. Speaking of awesome,
Yes.
that was a good word to put in there because we have a returning guest,
Yes. Yes, we
Peter
do.
Coulter. Now, to be honest, this bio right here is really from the first one, so it really doesn't even apply now because I mean, oh my God, this man has done so much since the last time he was on the show. He has another book out.
Yes.
Every time I turn around, he's somewhere book at a book signing. Okay,
Yes, he is.
he is. Oh,
That's what you call hustling.
yes, he is definitely hustling. So please, 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 everyone, welcome to the stage, Mr. Peter Coulter.
Hey, how are you guys? Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
How
Yeah.
are
It's
you?
great to be back on with you two.
Well,
Oh man, I
you
missed you
know what?
guys.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised you had the time to come back. Okay.
I
For you two,
know.
always. For
Oh
you
well, I
guys, I will
Oh,
always have
appreciate
the
that.
time. You guys are fantastic.
I
we
appreciate that.
appreciate it. Yes.
I mean, you have every time I turn around, you at Barnes and Noble signing here. What was the
Yeah.
last time, right? You was getting ready to go to some of the golf
A
thing or something.
golf. Yep. Yep.
Yes, I had a golf tournament for a benefit of a good friend of mine that lost her son. She started an organization for to basically help out families that lost their children. And because, she lost hers and she made a whole fund for it called Lincoln's Angels. And she asked me if I wanted to be part of the golf tournament. And I was like, oh, yes, I wanted to take my kids golfing. They'd never gone,
Yeah.
and I was just saying it like a couple days before that happened. And she was like, "Oh, I really want you to sell some of your books there and stuff," because she had read the book, and she loved it. And she was like, I really think you should sell your books here." And I was like, I would just be, floored to do this. And her and her husband, so super supportive. These two, Josh and Jessica, amazing people. And just for them to do that and to just bring the whole community together and help other families in the light of their loss. It's
Yeah.
just that's just implorable. It's amazing that they did that. So I was really honored to be a part of it, and my kids really enjoyed it. And my godson from the Marines just happened to come back that week, and so we
Mm.
threw him into the tournament too, and he was able to golf with us, and it was
Okay,
it was
cool.
it was a godsend. It was great. Yeah, it was an
Listen,
amazing time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
just
That is
listen.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So when you were here, you were promoting your first book,
Yes.
the wait. The Endless Ball.
You have yours. Yeah.
I have mine. I have mine.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Just
so
for now.
see, she's slacking. She's slacking.
Yeah.
So
Right. Right.
now tell us about your second book that is now out
Okay.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
about it.
that we love because we have our own little mention in there. So we love it.
Yes.
Thank
Yes, we
you
Yes.
so
do.
much for that.
Uh,
We appreciate that.
yes. It's called Abused. This is it right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Amazon, Barnes and Noble. It's the fractured journal entries of a teenager who suffers through schizophrenia, early onset schizophrenia, and the abuse of his alcoholic father, and
Yeah.
dealing with the death of his mother and his unborn brother. So
Mm,
it's very dark. It's very deep. It's raw. It's not, there's no hope in this book, you know. So the
wow.
endless fall, this one had um hope in there, there was glimmer of hope. It was realism that was real. It was fathomable, and this one, it's hallucinations, it's dark, it's demons, it's a lot different than the endless fall. It's like the other side of the coin.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's it. I just thought of a question. What are the early signs of schizophrenia? Like, how would
Well,
someone recognize if I don't guess. I guess someone who has it doesn't say, "Oh, I have schizophrenia." You know what I'm saying? But like
right.
someone, it could be a loved one. You might notice some sign, like, "Okay, wait, that doesn't look right. Something's going on there." So, what would be the
Right.
early signs?
Well, the early signs is different for everybody, I guess. But when I wrote the book, I had to do some pretty extensive research
Of
on it
course.
because
Mhm.
I didn't want to write from a place that I didn't know. And
Yeah.
I'm not schizophrenic, but what I do know is manic depression and bipolar disorder.
Okay.
And I know those deeply. But schizophrenia is a little bit different. Schizophrenia, you hear voices, they're auditory, right? So they're in
Yeah.
both ears. They're
Mm,
not just one sided, like just hearing it in the left. It's like you hear it in both, and it's so overwhelming that your anxiety. A major thing about schizophrenics, especially onset schizophrenics, because you don't really actually become fully schizophrenic until you're around, for males it's like 21 years old or so, until the brain can become fully adapted to the chemical changes that are happening in your brain.
mm-hmm.
And so it's hallucinations, it's talking to things that aren't there, it's grabbing doorknobs that are hot when they're obviously not, things that are just you would notice that it just weren't normal, right? And I had to tiptoe on that line as I wrote this because
Mm,
his age is too young to be full onset, right? So I
Exactly.
had to like really meticulously stay in that gray area. And a lot of it is based on my depression, and um a lot of it is based on my feeling of how I used to feel when I was younger. You know, the not wanting to be around people, but wanting to be around people. Because we're social creatures, right? So we want to be around people, but just not wanting to try to fit into any type of category or anything like
right.
that. And I also didn't want to be shunned away from people, but really I just didn't want anybody to talk to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a weird feeling. And then, sitting in your room with the lights off, and just being depressed all the time, heavy depression. And that's what I wrote about for a lot of it. Was his downfall, his kind of like start from the beginning of understanding that he's suffered through tremendous loss. He has a younger brother he'll never be able to know,
Yeah.
ever. And this, because he's schizophrenic, this younger brother and his mother, they torment him, right, in this book.
Mhm.
So it's heavy. It's deep.
Mhm.
It's very heavy, and it's at times pretty trepidous and frightening, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay.
So, because the book is kind of like a journal format, and it gives
Yeah.
readers a direct access to the protagonist's fractured psyche.
Right.
What drew you to that style of storytelling for this book that is different from The Endless Fall?
Okay, so the Endless Fall I wrote in like a third person narrative, right? So it was
Hmm.
like somebody was telling her story, right?
Yeah.
This one I started writing it from my own personal point of view. So what it started off to be was journal entries, and it started off to be
Okay.
journal entries of how I felt. It was just
Mhm.
basically going to, it was originally going to be a book of just how I felt, like the anger, the disappointment, the depression, the sadness, the suicidal ideations all the time,
Mhm.
Um, those were the things that I was writing about to begin with. And then I changed it as I was writing it to focus it on a teen that wasn't necessarily me,
Mhm.
um, so that I could release it really, because without that, it's more or less just my own personal thoughts. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so I had to, like I said, do meticulous research to figure out how I could kind of sort of take what I was feeling and turn it into a palatable story, something
Yeah.
that could get a message across. And the message in this one is not the message that's in The Endless Fall. The message in Abused is a much harder lesson to deal with than
So
the
Mm.
one
who would
in The
be
Endless Fall.
so with that said, who would be like your target audience for this book, Abused?
For Abused,
Hmm.
it would be anybody um, that, well, it could be anybody really, honestly, right? Because we've all thought of suicide, right, a million times, right? And because my life was so immersed in the suicidal ideation, um, that's really what I write about, I've noticed. And so it's really for anybody that it could be any age, I guess, but if I were to give an age, it would probably be 15 and up,
Mm.
So the younger
because of the themes and because of how dark it does kind of get sometimes in the book. It's not explicit in any way because I don't write explicit things,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but it will make you kind of have a hard time going to sleep at parts,
Mm.
because it's scary.
Yeah.
There's parts of it that are just kind of like, and in the mind process, people don't really think those kind of things. Like you say, "Oh, I'm afraid of the dark." You're not afraid of the dark. You're afraid what's in the dark.
Mhm.
And if
Mm.
you really honestly put yourself in the position to feel something lurking at you in the darkness, not know, not see, but feel, and you can
Yeah.
put that onto a page, that's what I mean in this book. So it's 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 uh it's definitely different than the Endless Fall. It's darker. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Um, and it's got a message in it, and that message is is a very clear message in my personal opinion. Um, I've had some people talk about possibly doing a animated series on this, on Abused, and they want to change the ending of it. And I understand that because it's hard to sell that kind of ending, but I'm a realistic writer, right?
Mm.
So I always want to add my realism, right?
Okay.
I feel like that's my stamp, is the realism. So the Endless Fall has a tremendous amount of realism in it because the struggle of faith is hard. It's not
Yeah.
easy. Now, if I had made Ivy in book one, and I mean, you two know what I'm talking about at the end of book one, if I had made her just say, "Oh, that's it, lolly da," and everything is fine now, peaches and cream, right? That's not a realistic story. So I had to write the other book that's part of Endless Fall, that's inside of it, right? Book two. And it shows the struggle, the back and forth. The
Mhm.
fact that even if you do find God, your life is not just going to be rainbow and sunshine all the time. You need
Exactly.
to work to get yourself to him, right? And that's going to be a hard struggle for
Right.
everybody. If it's easy, there's no point to do it,
Right.
you know. And so I like to keep my realism in it. But I understand why they would want to change it. It's hard to sell that kind of ending, and I understand that. So we'll see what happens with it. But At the same time, what I write for is to help people.
Yeah.
There has to be somebody that picks it up that says my life isn't that bad.
Right.
I am going to change the way I see how I am living, and then understand the outcome will always be different if I change the way I'm thinking right now. And
Right.
that's kind of sort of where it is. And me personally, you know, I was able to find God. So I'm blessed.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
now all I want to do is just kind of sort of like help people and
Mm-hmm.
try to make them understand that life is life, but it's also the way you view it.
Yeah.
You know?
Very cool.
And I wish I had learned that when I was much younger, right? But then it wouldn't have brought me to where I am now.
Yeah.
So and I the book is helping a lot of people, especially the Endless Fall. It's I did like some homeless shelter stuff with it. I've got some lectures coming up at churches and things like that. So it's
It's
doing a
awesome.
lot of good things. It's helping people, and a lot of people are giving me feedback on it, saying that it's changed their perspective on things. Some of them even went back to church, which was surprising to me a little bit because it's not a story that's just God, 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 God.
Yeah.
It's really a story about a girl's struggle through life
Yeah.
and trying to find a purpose and keep him with her through her downfalls.
Yeah.
You know, and
The rise
it's
and fall. Yeah.
yeah, and it's a hard story to kind of get through, kind of. But once you get through it, you understand a different perspective of your own life, and that's what happened. The book helped me in the end. After I wrote it, I realized that there is parts of me that needed to die. Like the harder parts of me,
Of course.
the yeah. After those moments, it's kind of like, wow, I was trying to help other people, but I really ended up helping myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good thing.
So
So
yeah.
we know that we can find both books on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles,
Yes.
but tell people where they can find you at on social media platforms.
Right. Well, you can find me at Pete Coulter on Facebook. I have two different accounts on Facebook. You can go ahead and either one of those two. I'm on TikTok at Peter Coulter. Instagram also on there at Pete Coulter, I believe it is.
Okay.
And this weekend I'll be signing my last book signing for The Endless Fall. I have decided to not sign this book anymore.
Okay.
Um, I'm going to not do that because I've got a company talking about doing some things with this.
Okay.
So I have that.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. So I have that in the works, and I'm just gonna like put that on the side, and that's so. But this weekend will be the Endless Fall and Abused. I'll have at Barnes and Noble, New Hartford, New York. Commercial Drive. It's everybody knows where it is basically, but and I'll be doing that on Saturday from 3 to 6.
So one of
Awesome.
my questions. So my question is, you're at Barnes and Nobles, you got your table, you got your books out, and
Mhm.
you look up and you see the people, waiting to come sign. How does that make you feel? What feeling do you get?
Uh, Excited, ecstatic, because I know I get to meet people. I know I get to share some kind of conversation with them and remember them. Like, I've met so many people and I still remember them. And afterwards, I'll become friends with them on Facebook, and that's
Mhm.
always nice because it's always good to check in every now and then, see how
Oh
people are
my
doing. You know what I
God.
mean?
You know what? I can't believe you said that because, as I said earlier, I was at an event on Saturday where I was selling my books. And
Yes.
I said, listen, I'm not that type of author that's just going to sell you the book and then that's the end of it.
Yeah.
Reach
No.
out to me. I want to know
Yeah.
what
Right.
you think. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
It's funny because some people like they don't care, but I care. If you don't like it, then let me know. Hey, you know what? I particularly like this one, which I know they're gonna like it though. But still, let's
Right.
I want to know because it does make people, and it's not that you want to get a big head or anything, but it does make you
No.
feel.
Good.
It makes you feel a certain kind of way, and it gives you that drive to want to do more, to want to write another one.
I
If
think
you
what it
don't get that
is.
feedback, you're like, okay, well, nobody really liked it. Then why should I?
Yeah.
But
I
you,
think.
even though you shouldn't let like they were saying, like everyone else was saying, you shouldn't let anybody stop you. but just to know that people like it, they want more or whatever, it does give you some type of drive.
Yeah, I think that for me, what it is personally is that when somebody has come in and they've already purchased the book,
Mm-hmm.
and they come up with an already pre-bought book, and I sign it, it's to me, and then they say something like, "This book was good. It helped me.
Mhm.
This, da 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 da. I love the story." Whatever they say, it doesn't make me feel big headed. What it does is it makes me feel like I accomplished what he
Right.
wanted me to do.
Exactly.
I feel like because he, like I told you my story. You guys already know. I found him on a balcony trying to commit suicide. Right. So just knowing that he gave me a purpose to do that is really what matters to me. I feel like, okay, I did something, you know, and that's why I keep them so like reasonably cheap, because I really just want people to read it and see something, that makes them go, my life is worth living. I'm cared about. I can do something that
Right.
is that I'm not doing right now, but I can motivate myself to do something else. The perspective change. And I
Yeah.
love meeting people. So when people come up to me and do that kind of stuff, I'm always so happy to meet them. And that's why, like, oh, in abuse, it's like your name is right here. Look, I don't know if you've seen it or not. I don't know, whatever, but you guys are right here. You are right there, the very last one. Deneen and Denise.
Oh,
Right there.
that made me cry again.
Yeah. Well, you guys are just amazing. You know what I mean? Like, you guys
Thank
are
you.
so awesome. And you were like one of the first podcasts I ever went on, to tell you the truth. And then
Oh.
since then, it's been just chaos. Like,
Right.
this podcast,
It
that,
all, it all for
this
you.
radio show, it's been a lot, but
Yeah.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed, so
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you and thank you so much for coming back on again.
of course.
You are now part of the Shameless Plug podcast family. Once you're
Yes.
on here 2 times, that's it. You become
Yeah,
part of the
that's it.
family.
That's it.
So
That,
we
There we are. Yeah.
appreciate you. Yeah.
yes,
Awesome.
definitely, definitely. So I just have one last question
Okay.
that I asked the other authors. What advice would you give a new writer?
Um, realism. And this is what I mean, not in your story, in yourself. Okay? You have to understand that every artist, right? Even you guys, right? You say to yourself, you write a book, right? And tell me if this is true. You write a book and you go back over it so many times and you say, yeah, it's good enough, right? But you're always like, it could be better. It could be better. It could be better. That's the starving artist part of you, right?
Mhm.
You have to understand that there comes a point that it becomes somebody else's. So when you release it, you got to understand some people are not going to like it. Some people
Right,
are going to love it. Some
right.
people are going to lie to you and tell you it's really good. Some
Mm-hmm.
people are going to tell you the truth and tell you it's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
But the point is that you did that. So you need to understand that one, you did something that you probably wouldn't have done. You took a chance. And two, be happy with yourself. Be proud of yourself. You took that chance, right?
Exactly.
Because you miss 100% of the shots you never take, right? So Wayne
Mhm.
Gretzky said that, right? And he's right, 100% right.
Yeah.
Because even if you're doing it to not make money, even if you're doing it to help people, right? One person is all it takes. You
That's it.
just needed to help one person. That's it.
It's true.
And then
All
you can
work.
be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then write another book,
Yes.
and put it out. And then get comfortable with writing the books and stop caring about people's opinions. I
Oh my
mean,
God. Everyone, all three of you guys were saying the exact same thing.
Same
well,
thing.
well,
That's
here's the
awesome.
thing. Here's the thing. I do care about people's opinions. Okay, I very much do. I like to hear people's opinions. What I mean is, don't care about it enough to make yourself change to where
Exactly.
the
Right.
artist in you goes away.
Right. And that's what
Right.
all of you guys are saying the exact
Right.
same thing. Do it
Yeah.
for yourself. Don't
Right.
do it for anyone else. Don't listen to what anyone else. If it's your story, it's your story.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Right.
if it needs to be told, it needs to be told. So tell it.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
so take a leap of faith. And if you're good and you're happy about it, put it out because other people might be helped by it. You never know.
You never know. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Peter, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, thank
Thank
you for coming on.
Yes, thank you for having me back on, guys. It was awesome.
you. We love it. We love it. We love it. All right. So just hang backstage for a few minutes while we close this show out.
All right, awesome. Thanks, guys.
Also, thank you,
Thank you.
Peter.
Wow. I tell you, I can't believe all three of them said the same thing.
Same thing. Write
You
the
know,
book.
write the book. Do it because you want to do it. Don't listen to what anyone else has to say. So you know it has to be true. It has to,
Yes.
just do it. Just do it. Oh my God, I enjoyed it. I
I
enjoyed
do too.
it.
I
It
do too.
mark under me or whatnot. I really want to get my other book out now. Write another book.
Good. I'm so glad we did this show because that was the reason why this needed to happen. Because
Yes,
we need to write another book.
I do. I do. I know. I mean, come on. I got the books to write. I got the screenplays, the pitch decks. I got to get busy. 2026, they ain't ready. They are not ready. They are not ready. But
Exactly. And we got a cruise we need to go on too and interview people on the cruise. So yes, we're gonna be busy.
yes, 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 yes. We got it going. We got it
Yes,
going.
we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we
All right.
do. Okay.
Well, people, thank you for hanging out with us. This has been what is it? What we said, 16.5 or 15.5 or something like that.
15.5. Yep. 15.5.
It's all good. But you know what? We always telling people where can they find them? Where can we find you, girl? Where can they find you?
Oh, good question. I don't know where I can find myself.
Listen. Listen.
Nah, I got you. So you can find me on first and foremost Facebook. I'm older, so yes, I'm on Facebook, and my name is Denitra Taylor Everett on Facebook. On Instagram, follow our production page, Crimson_Vibes_production. Follow our production page. Anything that we have going on, we put it on there. And I am also on TikTok. On TikTok, I am Denitra Taylor or D Taylor, DDEE Taylor Everett on TikTok. I need to start posting on TikTok a little bit more. I don't hardly ever do it. I share everybody's stuff, but I don't post and do videos. But I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna start posting some stuff on TikTok. Yeah.
You know, well, I'm very universal, same name all over. You can also visit my website to check out all of my different products that I have. I have a digital site, and I have for products, physical products at www.deninescreativemind.net. I'm on TikTok under Denine's Creative Mind. Instagram, I believe it's Denines_creative_mind. And yeah, you can find me. Facebook, I'm Denine Akana, but I do have a page called Denine's Creative Mind. We out there. You know what? And if not, I could say like somebody say, just Google me.
That's right. I know that's right. Just Google me. No, that's so good.
And everything gonna come up. Well, people, that is it. We thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Thank you to our amazing Idris, I gotta say Idris Pearson, Kristen, was it Monroe, and Peter Cole.
Yes.
All right, until next week, we'll be back at our regular time, which is Tuesday at 8. So make sure you tune in and you catch us then. So until then, we are out.
Welcome to the Shameless Plug with Crimson Vibes and Denine's Creative Mind.
We spotlight the real, no shame in the game. Two queens with the mic calling out your name. From side hustle dreams to headline steam, we raise your voice, we build your team. We don't whisper, we amplify. Your story's power can touch the sky. This ain't luck, it's divine design. You show up and we align. This is the shameless plug, we show you love. Co-sign, you shine like stars above. Dinner trend, Denine, the dream tag team. Plugged in, turned up, shameless and supreme. Let them watch you break the mold. Your biz, your brand, your story told. You're next, you're bold, the space is yours. We open paths, unlock new doors. No filters needed, just your flame. We hype your purpose, speak your name. Shine out, shine proud.
Plug.